So if you are thinking like you have lots of different ideas of things to do, but you don't know where to start, maybe this will help you as you try to like narrow down which things you should focus on. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chantel, and here I like to talk about all things online income and working from home and kind of what it's like to work at home. I also homeschool my kids and, am a stay-at-home mom. And so I'm just kind of here to help share some tips and things that work for me, so I can help others who want to be stay-at-home moms but also bring in an income. So you may or may not have noticed I totally missed a video last week. I've been trying to do one video a week, and I'm kind of at that point where I'm just like, I have a lot of things going on. I have a lot of interests. And I'm kind of like, how many of them do I do at once? So I thought I'd kind of take this topic and share it in a video, because I'm not the only one who has many different interests and is like multi-passionate. I have called myself many times, I consider myself a serial entrepreneur, which means like I'm always like starting different businesses and different websites. I think it'd be very interesting to do a tally of like how many different websites I have, like domains that I have purchased over the years, because I'm sure it is a ton. I just constantly have ideas and I'm interested in seeing where they go. And I'm okay with failing, because even though I've failed a few times, I've also succeeded a few times. And I don't know, I really enjoy the process. I enjoy making money online, but I don't necessarily do it to make money online. I do it because I enjoy the work and I also enjoy the challenge. So if you are thinking like you have lots of different ideas of things to do, but you don't know where to start, I thought I would kind of like take you behind the scenes a little bit on how I kind of decide which things to put my time and effort into, and maybe this will help you as you try to like narrow down which things you should focus on. Okay, so I always find that the best place for me to start is to think about like, what things am I doing otherwise? Like, what things am I going to be doing no matter what? Is there something there that I do all the time that I can make money from? So like I have friends who are like lifestyle vloggers. They're going to do their day anyway, so they just film it while they do it and they make money that way. So for me, I kind of took that idea and thought about our homeschool. We're going to be homeschooling. I may as well share our journey, share what works for us and also what doesn't work, the different resources that we're enjoying, and then hopefully I can help people and make some money, but also it doesn't require a ton of extra work. It's not like something where, let's say I had a business where I knit socks for people. It's not something like for knitting socks, for instance, because that's a very niche market. You have to like sit down and like actually knit your socks. Whereas homeschooling, we just kind of go about our homeschool life and I document that. Now that's not to say like I don't do things in addition to just like documenting it. There's also, like the time put in for writing blog posts and filming things and all that kind of stuff. But it's something that we're doing anyway, so it didn't require a whole lot of like startup and ideas and a ton of extra time to start. And then as time has gone on, I have added more time in. So I think my first suggestion is to, if you have a lot of ideas, think about if any of them are something that you're going to be doing anyway, that you could just like document or, try to keep track of or share about in some way. Another thing to think about is, what do people ask you about a lot? Like, is there a topic that your friends just kind of like know you're the go-to person for? So I like to read a lot, and I have a lot of friends that ask me questions about books, like what should I read next? Like, what are you currently reading? What was the best book you read recently? Would you think I would enjoy this book? And so I have a channel here on YouTube where I talk about books, because that's something I enjoy. I'm reading anyway, so I like to go back to the other point, and it's something that people ask me about often. So then I can just like either refer them to like a video that I've done, or just my wealth of knowledge from reading so many books. Maybe I have a suggestion for them. So if you notice there's something that friends are constantly asking you about and feel like you are knowledgeable about, then maybe that is an option of something that you should pursue. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be the most knowledgeable. Honestly, pretty much any topic that you have, that you know something about, like let's say cloth diapering. I know nothing about cloth diapering right now, but if I took a few hours and I learned about cloth diapering and also was interested in it, but let's pretend I was interested in it, then, you know, if I took those few hours, then I'm a few hours more knowledgeable than someone else. So from those few hours of research that I've done, I could write a blog post and that could help someone. Even though I am not the expert in cloth diapering, I now know more than someone, and my knowledge can help someone out there. So that's something to keep in mind, is just because you're going to be sharing something, it doesn't mean you have to be the smartest person in the world on that topic. And even if those things have been shared before, like cloth diapering, I just gathered all the information I'd learned in those few hours and put it in one spot. You can find that information elsewhere, but the way I present it may, you know, be helpful for some people because they may understand the way I write it, or the style I write it in, or my personality, or the images I put in, or whatever. That might work better for certain people's personality. Even they might prefer going there and reading what I wrote or whatever, as opposed to reading all the different articles that I had read to gather that information. Once you've kind of narrowed it down and you've picked your topic that you want to try, there's kind of two different things here. So maybe you have 3 different topics that really speak to you. I'd say pick one for now and work on that for a while. Once you're in a groove with that one, feel free to add in another one if you feel like you have more time. I don't think it's best to add in all 3 at once. That's not to say I don't do that. But if you want to, you know, keep yourself from getting overwhelmed, which I've done before, it is best to stick with one for a bit, get into a groove with that, and then add in another one, get in a groove with that one, and then add in another one. So if you have lots of ideas, pick one to start, and your other ones can be your backup ideas in case the first one fails or you have more time and you want to add another one in. Okay, and then the second part to that is create some goals for yourself. So let's say you want to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to take this channel for instance. I set a goal for myself to post 1 video a week, and I wanted, by the time I had 20 videos up, I want to have 100 subscribers. I actually don't even know how many videos I have up at this point, but I'm around the 30 subscriber mark. This is a very different niche than I normally talk about. You know, normally I talk about books and homeschooling, and so those people kind of cross over because a lot of homeschoolers like books, but not necessarily a lot of homeschoolers want to make money online. And so I can't necessarily just use my audience to build my homeschool audience or whatever to build up this audience. So I set a goal for myself to have 100 subscribers by the time I had 20 videos live. I don't know if I will hit that. And I was this last week when I was not posting a video, I was debating whether or not the time I put into this is worth it. I'm not necessarily here to make money, but I would like to share my information. At the same time, the time I put into here does hinder me from making money other places I could be making money. And it's not all about the money. I enjoy talking about this topic, but at this point I haven't had a lot of interaction. Obviously with 30 subscribers, you're not going to have a ton of interaction yet. But I also want to just make sure that I'm using my time wisely, and that I'm, you know, benefiting others, and yeah, just mostly using my time wisely, I guess. So for your goals, you could have a subscriber or follower count goal. You could have a schedule. Well, always have a schedule. Decide how many times a week you want to post in whichever platform it is that you are attempting to make a go of here, and stick to it. I mean, if you have to take a break every now and then, go ahead. But so I skipped last week, but then this video is going live on Wednesday. And, you know, if I decide to continue, then another video will go live next Wednesday. So pick a schedule, stick to it, and have a time deadline for yourself as well. So I wanted to have 20 videos and 100 subscribers by the end of 2020, which is a few months away. For me, if I don't hit it by 20 subscribers, I probably will not continue this channel unless I somehow get a ton of extra time, because I want to use my time wisely. I want to, ultimately my goal is to bring in a full-time income. I think that would be great to have. And if this channel isn't going to help in that way and it's going to hinder me, then it doesn't seem worth having. So think about how much time you're spending on your project that you're working on, your website, your YouTube, your blog, your Instagram account, and decide like how many times you want to post, when you want to meet your deadlines, your goals, and stick to it. Post consistently, and you know, you probably will see the numbers rise, but sometimes it doesn't happen. And I guess if you want to continue, even though you don't hit your goal, that's totally fine. But if you have other ideas, going back to before, if you have other ideas, you can go on to option number 2. So maybe this one doesn't work out, but you have a second idea. So now's your time to like jump into your second idea and create a goal as for like how long you want to stick with that, what you want to happen there, and go that way. Okay, I don't know if this video will be helpful for you. I hope so. It's kind of more like a chatty video as to like where I'm at. I know I don't have a ton of subscribers here that really care that way, but I kind of just want to share like a little bit of my online journey in hopes that it will help other people. So hopefully this was helpful, and if it was, let me know. I am thinking that I do want to continue doing videos here weekly. I think my next one will probably be blogging versus YouTube. Like, which one should you start if you can kind of like only focus on one? So I have that, and I was thinking about doing like how to gain an Instagram following, because someone requested that, and I've kind of like done some experiments in the last few weeks testing some different ideas out, and so there's that option. And yeah, those will probably be my next 2 videos. If you have a preference, let me know, and I will probably do that one first. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this was helpful.